Hey, Angie here for tabletblog.de. I just got the new Asus MemoPad HD7 that was introduced just a couple of weeks ago at Computex in Taiwan. And in this video we want to unbox the new Asus MemoPad HD7. It's available in Germany now, costs 149 euros. That's for the 60GB version. There will also be an 8GB version, although as far as we know not in Germany, but in the US the 8GB version will cost $129, so it's a little bit cheaper. Let's quickly unbox this tablet. What do we have? This is the tablet itself. Then we have a warranty card and a manual in German, of course. Underneath there's a USB 2.0 to micro USB cable and of course the power adapter. Alright, let's put this to the side and take a closer look at the Asus MemoPad HD7. Let's quickly get rid of this plastic here. The Asus MemoPad HD7 is a 7-inch tablet, as you can see. It has a resolution of 1280 by 800 and inside is a 1.2 GHz MediaTek processor as well as 1 GB of memory and, as I said, in this case 16 GB storage. On the top here we have a webcam. If you turn it around there's another camera with 5 megapixel, which is actually quite nice because a lot of cheap Android tablets don't have a camera on the back, and especially with 7-inch tablets there are some cases when you might want to have a better camera than the front-facing one. So there is the power button, a rocker switch for the volume, then we have the speakers on the bottom. On this side we have a micro SD card slot, and on the top there is the micro USB port and the headset. There we go. Everything here is plastic, but it actually feels pretty good, especially for that cheap tablet. We know tablets that have a way lower build quality if we think of the first Acer Konya V1. The new one is a little bit better, but has not as good specs as the Asus MemoPad HD7. Okay, let's turn it on. I'm back again. I switched the Asus MemoPad HD7 on and also connected to the Wi-Fi and my Google account. And now we have a chance to take a closer look at the software. On here runs Android 4.2.1 Jelly Bean, so pretty much the latest version. As we know from Asus, they didn't customize Android that much, which is actually pretty good because that allows them to publish updates pretty quickly. Most of the time actually Asus is faster than all the other manufacturers, except for Google of course. And yeah, what we see the customizations is pretty much this settings thing here that goes down, and normally we have two for the quick settings and for the notifications of course. This is only one with the Asus MemoPad HD7, which is actually okay. It's pretty nice organized. We have the buttons for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and so on the top here. Then we can change the brightness. There we go directly to this Wi-Fi settings as well as to the audio manager and of course to the normal settings. So we can take a quick look at the operating system, and as I said it's Android 4.2.1 Jelly Bean. Alright, what else? That's pretty much it. We have a couple of apps that are pre-installed, and let's take a look at them. Of course the Google apps like Chrome, Google+, YouTube and so on. But there's also the Kindle Reader pre-installed, as well as Asus Artist, which is a drawing app. Then we have Asus Studio, where you can collect your images and do whatever you want with them. A to-do list app. Then we have BuddyBuzz, which is an aggregator for your social media accounts like Facebook, Twitter and so on. There's also an app for to protect children. It's Kindersicherung in Germany. So if you don't want your children to have access to certain parts of the tablet, then you can activate it with the app here. That's pretty much it. There's also Supernote Lite, which you know from all the other Asus tablets, and yeah, my library, my Bitcast for ebooks or podcasts. So pretty nice. There are also a couple of widgets that are pre-installed from Asus. We already see them here on the front home screen. Let's quickly open an app, maybe the browser here, and let's just type in tabletblog.de, and then we see actually a feature that I really like, which is this row of numbers on the top. There's enough, the screen is big enough to have another row of numbers above the letters, and most of the tablets don't have that, and actually I really like it because especially if you have passwords with numbers in it, then it's really handy to have another row of numbers here on the top, and there's obviously enough space on the tablet for it. The Nexus 7 or iPad mini both don't have that, but I think it's actually a really nice feature. Everyone should just put it into the keyboard on a tablet. So let's quickly open tabletblog.de, there we go. Then we can just see it actually loads pretty fast. Normally a lot of tablets have difficulties with the JavaScript here on the top, but it actually opens loaded pretty quick. You can of course scroll smoothly. The accelerometer is okay, it's of course not the fastest, but it's okay. Let's turn it back. And what I actually like about the Asus MemoPad HG7 and the customized software are these little apps here that you can put out. There's an audio wizard app, browser, buddy, buzz, as I said, the social media aggregator, a compass app, then you have a countdown, email, calendar, calculator, another countdown, and an app where you can calculate from maybe dollars to euros or whatever, a video player. So if you have a website on and you maybe want to calculate something, you can do that pretty easily with this app here without leaving the browser. Or if you're maybe watching a video and you want to quickly search something on Google, you can open this browser without leaving the video and just type in Google or whatever, and then you don't have to leave the video or whatever, any other app. And yeah, you can change the size of the app here, which is pretty nice. And yeah, it said that you can't open any app in this little window, just the ones Asus provided, but it's better than nothing, because normally Android and especially iOS as well lack a little bit of multitasking, which Windows 8 handles pretty well, I think. Yeah, but this is nice. You also know this from other manufacturers like Samsung and Sony. But yeah, a little bit multitasking on a tablet is always good. Alright, that is the software on the Asus MemoPad HD7. As far as I can see, everything runs pretty smoothly. Of course, I haven't tried that much in the short of time, but we'll have another video for gaming and so on a little later. So yeah, the first impression is pretty good, especially for the price. As I said, for 16GB you have to pay 149 euros, which is pretty cheap. And in the US even less. If you want the 8GB version, you only have to pay 129 US dollars. Okay, this was a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Asus MemoPad HD7. I'm MJ for tabletblog.de. Thanks for watching.